What is web hosting? It may seem quite technical, complex, and maybe even intimidating, but don't worry, it's actually quite simple. Let's start with something you're more familiar with, a website. Firstly, let's imagine you ask a web designer to design a website for you. At this early stage, the website files are only stored on the web designer's computer, not the internet. The next crucial step would be for all your web files to be uploaded to a server which is connected to the internet. When all your web files are uploaded to your server, then you'll have a website which people will be able to see. When you rent space on a server from a company like EasySpace, then this is what we call web hosting. There are 3 main types of web hosting that you can choose from. 1. Shared hosting. 2. Virtual servers. And 3. Dedicated servers. Shared hosting is like paying rent to live in an apartment. Compared to other types of web hosting, shared is the cheapest and is where most websites live. Like an apartment, it comes with all the basics like email, WordPress, etc., tools that enable you to easily run a website on your own. However, keep in mind that when you live in an apartment, you share the facilities with lots of other tenants or other websites. What you do can affect everybody else. If your website becomes popular and gets lots of traffic, lots of visitors, then it's possible that the apartment manager will suggest you move elsewhere. The second type of hosting is a virtual server. Compared to an apartment, this could be thought of as a townhouse. It's larger, you have more rooms, more space, and more control than shared hosting. Again, you share the property and its facilities, such as processor usage, but it has fewer residents. You have more control and the rooms are soundproofed. So if you get lots of visitors, lots of traffic to your website, then everything will be easier. The third type of hosting is a dedicated server. This is like being the king of your own castle, and you are in charge. You can paint the walls whatever color you want, build a pool or a tennis court. In hosting terms, this would be like you buying as many computing resources as you can afford to look after. Dedicated servers are often favored by big businesses with popular websites. They're more complex to manage, but they are much more powerful. You will have a huge amount of space, so as long as you can cope, then you can have as many visitors as you want. Well, that's web hosting. Renting space on a server which connects your website to the internet. Easy. So whether you need web hosting for a small one-page website or a large